Thank you. Great to be with you and to introduce Livium. We are an operating technology business providing critical materials to the battery industry. Just in terms of our technology platforms, we really have advanced over the last 2 years 3 technology platforms. The one on the left-hand side is our battery recycling business. We are the leading recycler of batteries, lithium-ion batteries in Australia today. We're very much focused on the large format lithium-ion batteries from EVs, energy storage, and that business is now cash flow positive and continuing to build off what is a growing market and a great opportunity to continue to scale that business. On the right-hand side, we have patented technology businesses that are pre-revenue. The bottom one is lithium chemicals. That's subject to a joint development agreement with Mineral Resources. It works at the extraction end of the spectrum and helps improve yield at hard rock lithium mines. Mineral Resources are funding the development of that technology, and we've had a successful pilot campaign which we completed last year, and now we're really working on how to scale that technology as fast as we can to bring it to market under a licensing model, not only for Mineral Resources but other miners globally. So the one in the top right-hand corner is battery materials. It's a really exciting business, and we've just had some exciting news around that in the last few weeks. We're one of the few people outside of China with the capability to make a cathode active material. That's the material that goes inside the battery at the positive end. We produce a chemistry called LFP, lithium ferrophosphate. Again, one of the few outside of China to do that. We currently have non-binding offtake agreements with clients in the United States and Europe. They're looking for us to move that forward with a scale up of the technology, which we are pleased to announce that we've had an agreement from a funding agreement from the Australian government for the cost of half of the scale up of that facility, and we're active now in securing the other half of that funding to be able to get that product, that technology to market. Going into a little bit more detail on the battery materials business, again, LFP, it's the stuff that goes inside a battery at the positive end. Why is that important? The cathode end of the battery is the most expensive part of a battery, and the cathode material that goes inside is the most expensive part of that. So cost is really important. China has moved ostensibly to LFP as a chemistry. And why have they done that? Because it's cheaper and safer than other chemistries. So they lead the world. That's impacting on the cost of batteries. So anyone wanting to compete against Chinese supply chains needs to have a low-cost product as well. People are keen to establish a non-Chinese supply of LFP, and that's where Livium comes to the fore. Our technology is equivalent to what's referred to as 4th generation LFP technology. This is technology that is now subject to an export ban outside from China for anybody who wants to do that. Our technology allows us to make a range of LFP products, and that's been well accepted by customers who've got us pre-qualified through the first couple of stages. We're now needing to scale up into what is a demonstration facility. We are able to do that with the support of the Australian government, who've now provided 50% of the cost of not only establishing the demonstration facility, but also running it for 2 years through a grant. So now we're very active in looking to secure the final 50% of that funding. We've got a number of active conversations in play, and very much hopeful that by the middle of this year we'll be in a position to start moving forward with that demonstration facility and then moving into commercial production in 2029 in jurisdictions like the United States and Europe, where we already have those client base in place. If I turn to our battery recycling business, we are the leading recycler of batteries in Australia today, and lithium-ion batteries. We have very much focused on what's known as large format We've moved away over the last 18 months in particular from the small consumer batteries, the alkaline batteries and those sort of things. We haven't seen those as economic. And what that's allowed us to do is build our platform of volume and improve our margins. And you can see off this slide that we have a different economic engine and different, which is that we charge our clients a service fee on entry of their battery for it to be safely destroyed. And then we also have a revenue stream on the value streams that we extract out of the battery. We actually share those with our clients. So our clients are starting to adopt this. They can see that we're moving away from the risk of just relying on a value stream, having a steady ready income flow at the front gate. But importantly, that we're providing them with a quality service. So our clients typically are large corporates. So it's a B2B service. We deal with people like BYD, Hyundai, LG Energy Solutions, Volvo. We work with them under long-term, 3 to 8 years contracts, and often exclusive. That model has now allowed us to see this business turn to operating positive cash flows off those strong margins. It's also allowed us to start to think about how we scale this business across Australia, not only in recycling, but into additional services. We're very confident about the future of the business. We're still very nascent. The battery market in large format is about 20 million Australian dollars today, and we've probably got a fair chunk of that, given we're circa $10 million of revenue today, or will be. By the middle of, by 2030, that market's not 20 million, but 120 million. And by 2035, that market's forecast to be $500 million. And you go beyond that and it starts to turn into $1 billion market. So we're really positive about where we've taken the business over the last 2 years into being cash flow positive. We've proven up the economic model. We're working with some great clients who see us providing a great service to them. And the prospects for this business, this part of our portfolio, is really strong well into the future. So in terms of summary, we've got a business that is continuing to build in battery recycling. It's well positioned for the growth journey. It's already starting to wash its face and has great potential. We're looking to scale that up. We're looking for support from investors in that, both either at an asset level or into the company. Our battery materials business is really well placed to be a multi-billion-dollar business, and is that blue sky part of our business that allows us to believe that Livium, in some shape or form, can actually be a truly global business in the battery materials space, given our unique position on battery materials and in that LFP market. So Livium presents a great opportunity for people to invest across a business that fits across the entire battery value chain, but also is well positioned for growth through 2 core platforms in battery recycling and then battery materials. So thank you for your time today.